Let me tell you something that nobody talks about when a relationship falls apart. It's not just your heart that takes the hit, it's your bank account. Studies and financial research show the average toxic relationship costs somewhere between $30,000 and $60,000 over its lifetime when you add it all up. Shared debt you got dragged into, legal fees to untangle, therapy bills just to function again, lost income from emotional distraction, and years of wealth building you simply lost while spinning your wheels with the wrong person. That's not heartbreak math. That's a full-on financial crisis. And today we are going to break down exactly what a toxic partner does to your net worth, the obvious costs, the hidden ones, and how to protect yourself. Before we go any further, let me be real about one thing. A lot of personal finance channels are going to tell you to max your 401k, invest early, cut your subscriptions. All of that is real advice, but none of it matters if the person sitting across from you at the dinner table is quietly dismantling everything you're building. Money problems and relationship problems don't exist in separate boxes. They bleed into each other constantly. The stress of financial chaos tanks your productivity. A controlling partner warps your spending habits. An avoidant partner delays your future by years. You cannot separate your financial life from your relationship life. They are one and the same, which is exactly why this conversation matters more than most people realize. So let's start at the beginning. What do we mean when we say financially toxic? We're not talking about someone who overspends at Target occasionally or someone who doesn't have a retirement account yet. We're talking about patterns. Patterns of secrecy, control, sabotage, avoidance, and exploitation that quietly drain your wealth over months and years. It's the partner who hides 4 credit cards of debt until you're already deeply emotionally invested. It's the one who makes you feel guilty for saving money while they live paycheck to paycheck. It's the person who, consciously or not, keeps pulling you backward every time you try to move forward. That's financial toxicity, and it's far more common than most people admit. There are 5 financial red flags you need to recognize. The first is financial secrecy. They don't tell you what they owe. They deflect when money comes up. They react with anger or defensiveness when you ask honest questions about their finances. Healthy partners don't need to have perfect credit scores, but they do need to have honest conversations. Secrets in a relationship are expensive. What you don't know can absolutely hurt you, especially once finances start intertwining through shared living expenses, joint accounts, or co-signed loans. The second red flag is control over your spending. They criticize what you buy. They monitor your bank accounts without your agreement. They make you feel like a child for spending your own money on things you want. That kind of control doesn't just damage you emotionally, it keeps you financially dependent and makes it nearly impossible for you to build your own wealth independently. The third red flag, and this one is the sneakiest, is career and income sabotage. This shows up in subtle, insidious ways. They pick fights the night before your big presentation. They make you feel guilty for working late toward a promotion. They need constant attention and emotional management during the exact hours you're trying to build your side income. They chip away at your confidence so quietly and so gradually that you don't even notice your income growth stagnating year after year. By the time you recognize what happened, you've lost years of earning potential. The fourth red flag is pressure to go into debt. Financing a vacation together when you've only been dating for 6 months. Putting their car payment on your credit card because their score is too low to qualify. Co-signing a loan for someone you've known for a year. Every time you take on debt for someone else's lifestyle choices, you are mortgaging your own financial future. And the damage isn't just the debt itself. It's the interest compounding, the credit score impact, and the option value you lose because your balance sheet is now compromised. And the fifth red flag is refusing to plan. Every time you try to talk about savings goals, retirement, or building something long-term, they change the subject. They get uncomfortable. They make a joke and move on. That avoidance has a real price tag. Every year you spend with someone who won't engage with the future is a year of compound growth you will never get back. Let's also talk about the legal entanglement trap. Even if you're not married, long-term cohabitation creates financial exposure. If you've shared an apartment, split a utility, co-signed anything, or contributed to someone's business, there can be legal gray areas around what you're owed or what they can claim. In some states, long-term cohabitation agreements carry weight that costs money to untangle. Attorney fees for even a basic financial separation run $200 to $500 per hour. This isn't to scare you. It's to make sure you understand that therapy is the most obvious. The average therapy session runs between $150 and $250 per hour. If you're processing the aftermath of a toxic relationship for 6 months after things end, and most people need at least that, you're looking at $3,000 to $6,000 in mental health costs alone. That's not a small number for most people. Then there's what I call the emotional distraction tax. When you are stressed, anxious, and emotionally depleted from a bad relationship, your cognitive bandwidth tanks. You miss deadlines, you underperform at work, you skip the networking events that could have led to your next opportunity. You don't ask for the raise because you're already exhausted from managing your home life. That quiet, invisible productivity loss can cost you 1, 2, even 3 years of career advancement. And when you compound that over a lifetime of earnings, you are talking about a 6-figure difference. There's also the impulsive spending spiral. Emotional pain is a powerful spending trigger. When you are unhappy in a relationship, you are statistically far more likely to spend money trying to feel better. Takeout, clothes, travel, anything to get a moment of relief from the low-grade anxiety of a bad situation. And if the toxic partner in your life is also a habitual overspender, that behavior gets normalized. Their financial habits start bleeding into yours without you even noticing. And let's not forget the housing disruption cost. When things fall apart, there's often a gap. Couch surfing for weeks, breaking a lease early and eating the penalty, emergency deposits on a new place, moving expenses, sometimes moving back in with family, which has its own invisible costs. That transition period, even a short one, can easily run $3,000 to $8,000, depending on where you live. Now let's talk about the number that should truly wake everyone up, the compound effect. Every year you spend financially stuck, spinning your wheels, going into shared debt, not investing, not building, is a year of compound growth that is simply gone forever. Here is the math. If you invest $1,000 a month at an average 8% annual return, which is a reasonable long-term stock market expectation, starting today, after 10 years, you'd have approximately $184,000. But if you lose just 5 years of that window to a toxic relationship and only get to invest for 5 years, you'd end up with roughly $73,000. That's a gap of over $110,000. Not from making bad investment decisions, not from bad luck, from spending 5 years with the wrong person, and that gap compounds and widens every single year that passes. So what does financial compatibility actually look like in a healthy relationship? It doesn't mean you both have identical credit scores, or that you earn the same income, or that you never argue about money. Financial compatibility means you are both honest about where you currently stand. You share long-term goals, even if your specific timelines differ. You have individual spending accounts where each person has freedom to spend without judgment or interrogation. You do regular, calm, adult conversations about money, not explosive arguments when a bill is due. You respect each other's financial boundaries. And crucially, you both show up for the future, not just the present. That framework doesn't build itself. It starts with an honest conversation early in the relationship. Most people avoid it because it feels awkward or confrontational. But here's a reframe. You're not interrogating someone. You're doing basic compatibility screening for the most important partnership of your life. Ask them what their relationship with money was like growing up. Ask what they're currently working toward financially. Ask how they handled their last major financial challenge. Listen to whether they engage openly or get defensive and evasive. The answers matter less than the willingness to have the conversation. Now let's address the hard part. What if you're already in it? What does the exit actually cost? The short-term costs of leaving are real: moving expenses, legal fees if you are financially entangled, therapy, rebuilding your credit if it was damaged. All of that is legitimate. A messy exit from a serious relationship can cost anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000, depending on how intertwined you are. That feels like a lot. But here's the math on the other side. If leaving costs you $10,000 in the short term, but you can then start investing $1,000 a month again, you recover that $10,000 in under a year of invested growth. And over the next 20 years, the difference in your net worth from rebuilding your financial life versus staying stuck could easily be $300,000 or more. Sometimes the most financially responsible decision you can ever make is to walk away. Here is the bottom line. The right partner does not just bring love and companionship into your life. They actively support the version of you that is building something. They celebrate your income growth. They share your long-term vision. They don't drain your resources. They contribute to them. They don't make you feel guilty for wanting more out of life. Your net worth is a reflection of the choices you make over decades, and who you choose to build your life alongside is the single most important financial decision you will ever make. Not which stocks you pick, not your job title, who you come home to. Protect that. Have the hard conversations early. Watch for the red flags. Know your numbers. And never, never let anyone, no matter how charming or exciting they seem, talk you out of building your own financial future. If this video resonated with you, hit that like button right now. It genuinely helps more people find this channel. Subscribe so you don't miss what's next, and drop a comment below. What's the biggest financial lesson a relationship has ever taught you? Keep it general. We're all learning here, and those comments are gold for everyone watching. I'll see you in the next one.